Today we are going to share with you the most intimate things. Over the years, any company accumulates experience, business connections, and a base of objects. But the main value is the trust of clients and what the company can actually do for them. Can it perform a miracle for clients? How do people who had real property transactions in Turkey speak about the work of the Tolerance Agency? What do they say about the results, the staff, and their help? And most importantly, about their impressions. The good opinion of clients is the most precious thing we have. This video is about the Tolerance Homes' clients' reviews.
We have passed more than one deal and very satisfied. There were different situations, but never once the tolerance didn't leave us.
There are a lot of professionals here. It's a very close-knit team. You can see it. You can feel the accompaniment of clients. You can see the scale.
Our first manager was Julia. My wife was more in touch with her. She was like family to us. The service is superb. When we arrived, we were led everywhere by the hand like little children. And any hour, as it were, requests, wishes, questions, the response was always 100%.
Tolerance helps with everything, including paperwork, residence permits, citizenship, tax payments, car purchases, and so on. So once you become a client of the Tolerance, you will never ever leave.
These reviews Tolerance clients made long ago when there was a good occasion, the opening of a new office of the agency in Antalya. More than a year has passed since then. Tolerance Homes do not force clients to stand in front of the camera after each deal and record a video testimonial. The main thing is to get the job done. And managers realize that not everyone is ready to shine in front of the camera and talk about their deals and assets. Although the agency has video testimonials too, of course, you can watch them in the playlist at this link. There are much more people who prefer to tell about their experience not in video, but in text. They write reviews in a special section on the Tolerance website. A lot of it had been made here over the past year. And also, people leave reviews on Google and Yandex. It's also a curious and genuine source of information. After all this is written by real people, customers of Tolerance Homes. Why it's a good idea to read customer reviews about the company's work on independent resources? Well, because the company itself always can say good things about itself, especially here in Turkey. But, for example, on Google Maps, you cannot delete or edit a review, so it's an objective source of information. Let's go to Google Maps and look at the reviews about the work of the Tolerance Homes Agency. Let's read some review. For example, this one. They walked us by the handle from apartment search to transaction and getting residency permit in a difficult 24th year in a neighborhood closed for residency. They resolved all my tricky issues efficiently and with patience. I feel like I am among friends. And that is why I really appreciate the work of Tolerance. Special thanks to Natalia, Sergey, and Yildirim Bey. Let's ask the person who communicated with this client the most and ask him to tell us what kind of services the Tolerance Homes provided in this case.
Yeah, this is actually a real person with a real name. He had a little bit of a tricky case because he had a residency permit on a rental basis in a neighborhood closed for residency. It was Lyman, Konyaaltı district, Antalya. And he had a goal to buy a new apartment in Liman, also in this district closed for a residence permit, but so that he could get a residence permit based on already owning the property. So we worked with him for quite a long time because getting all this is not so easy according to the new Turkish laws. He needed an extension from a residence permit based on rent to another type of residence permit based on owning real estate. So this is where he had his biggest fear and question, and we worked for quite a long time with him. We showed him many different objects, and we found exactly what he and his family searched for, and they were happy. We carried out the whole transaction, and our lawyers were with him from start to finish. And as a result, he received a residence permit on the basis of real estate ownership. His biggest fear was removed, his and his family's, and now he's, as a grateful client, comes to us often enough to share his happy feelings about life here in Turkey.
Let's see another customer testimonial on Google Maps. In July 2023, through Tolerance Homes, I bought an apartment in Antalya and applied for a residence permit on the basis of real estate ownership. Turkey's policy on residence permits had become very tightened. As a result, I was rejected despite the fact that all my documents were just fine. And in October 2023, I had to leave Turkey empty-handed. But before leaving, I was made the power of attorney for a Tolerance's partner, on the basis of which they filed a lawsuit in court, and in April 2024, the court ruled in my favor. So, as a result, I received a residence permit for a total period of 2 years. Thus, thanks to the company Tolerance and its partner, I got what I wanted, both the apartment and residence permit. I would like to sincerely thank all the employees of the Tolerance Homes Company and its legal partner, and especially Julia, Ibrahim, Mustafa, Faru, Duan, Sergey, and Yildirim for their integrity, sensitivity, and real care. So, and now I propose to ask the manager who handled this case to tell more about this case and what kind of services were provided by the agency to this client. Julia, your client under the nickname Gilmore, left a review on Google Maps. Can you talk about this case in more detail, because he left such a detailed review and it seems so interesting?
Yes, indeed. We had this client last year. He came to us, we showed him several properties and everything was fine. He liked the apartment, we formalized the deal, we submitted the documents for a residence permit, but to our bad surprise, he received a refusal, although all our documents were absolutely fine and in proper order. The whole thing was that at that time, he just got on the tightening of the government about residence permits for foreigners and got a refusal only because of that. So, of course, we involved our Russian-speaking lawyer. Our company provides this free of charge to all our clients, the services of a lawyer. So our client had a consultation, and on the lawyer's advice, he decided to file a lawsuit to get a residence permit despite the first refusal, because we had everything right from our side. So the client, he made the power of attorney, left Turkey on his own business. Yes, and then our lawyer, he of course finally won the case, and so the client eventually received a Turkish residence permit for 2 years. Yes, so we achieved what we were originally going for. He was happy with the apartment and he got a residence permit. We had to work with a lawyer a little bit, and that's all. But the most important thing is the result. Everyone is happy and came to it together, so everything is fine.
By the way, this case is not an outstanding one. Tolerance Agency has gained a lot of practice and now always successfully achieves the issuance of residence permits to its clients with apartments, regardless of how much the apartment costs, although the authorities have set a threshold of $200,000. Tolerance seeking residence permits absolutely legally. We told about it in the video at this link. Take a look, you'll be surprised. In the customer reviews section on the Tolerance website, you can see a lot of thanks and opinions about the work of the company. Take a look. They will help to make a decision for someone who is looking for the best services in the Turkish real estate market, and for someone who wants to be sure that he will not be forgotten about after the deal is over, especially since Tolerance helps clients not only in real estate transactions, but also in many other matters. After all, the company has been working in Turkey for more than 20 years, so its employees know everything about life here. The direct link to the client testimonials section is right here and in the description below this video. Don't forget to subscribe and click on the bell so you don't miss updates on the Life in Turkey channel.